We'll move into the public portion. We have two speakers. First up is Susan Hanson. You have 3 minutes, Susan.
I'm back. That's from The Shining, Jack Nicholson. Okay, I sent an email to all the legislators on Monday, December 9th, and I'm waiting to hear from Legislator Piccirillo about the status of the $40 million election machine purchase. But if anyone on this committee has any information, please contact me. The alternatives for this purchase have been brought to your attention, but it is unclear how much involvement the legislators have with the ultimate decision. In any case, the public should have a say, and I hope the decision makers are listening. Those of us presenting alternatives are recommending other voting systems which are preferred over the ES&S model. These options would at least preserve the hand-marked paper ballot, which is considered by many to be the gold standard for elections. They are not wrong. The ES&S model is a choice we will surely regret for the reasons already mentioned. The other alternative I have suggested is hand counting. With it, admittedly, comes the challenge of enlisting participants, but when you look at the numbers, it can be done. Once you get past that hurdle, there are many benefits, not the least of which is financial. When you do the math, the cost of the machines proposed by our Board of Elections is will have a 10-year shelf life, and it will cost approximately $4 million per year. A general election in Suffolk County using a hand counting model would cost half that much. General elections have the greatest turnout and occur only once every 4 years. They would be the most challenging. But in off years, elections are much smaller and would be much less costly. I'll leave you with some rough numbers and a bit of a brain teaser using a common hand counting model. The recent 2024 election in Suffolk County processed approximately 700,000 ballots. Assume using teams comprised of 4 hand counters per team. 2 people recite the vote, 2 people tally them. The team efficiency is 50 ballots per hour. That means they can count 50 ballots in an hour. That's a conservative estimate. You need to count the ballots in a timely manner and can only work 8 hours a day and only for 1 day. How many people do you need? How much will it cost? The answer would surprise you. I'll follow up next time.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Hanson. Next up, we have Roy Reynolds.
Okay, good to see you again. My name is Roy Reynolds. I'm here about voting machines, following up on what Sue had to say. You should have this handout, which I gave out this morning, and you also received this at the Budget and Finance Committee. So we're here to bring your attention to the 2025 budget item number 1451, which calls for spending over $34 million for the ExpressVote XL voting machines to be used in Suffolk County. I don't have time today to go over why these machines are bad for Suffolk. We have already documented the problems numerous times. With all the documented problems, the question is, why is the Suffolk County Board of Elections purchasing these machines? Why? We foiled the Board of Elections to try and get some answers. We received copies of emails between the manufacturer, ES&S, and the Board of Elections. In one email, the manufacturer commented on a presentation made by the Board of Elections to the Budget and Finance Committee, while putting down our concerns. And I quote from the email, "I was so impressed by the presentation to the county legislators yesterday. You can be proud of how you managed all the silly questions that originated from the activists." I guess I'm one of the activists. I always consider myself a voter, but that's all right. This email shows the manufacturer peppering the Board of Elections staff with compliments, so they will buy the machines. This type of grooming was a common theme throughout the emails we foiled. In another email, the manufacturer warns the Board of Elections that poll watchers were going to attend the 3% audit. And I quote, I want to let you know that we have information that representatives organized by Smart Elections are planning to attend your post-election audit event. In New York City, they have been disruptive and demanding. The Board of Elections responded, "Thanks for the heads up. Their representatives are already here. They left after getting bored sick. They will be back for the audit of central count ballots." Here we see the manufacturer and Board of Elections lining up against the interest of voters and poll watchers. This culture is unacceptable and should be rooted out. In another email, it appears that the political parties are involved in approving the purchase. So where do the voters fit into this process? We need a transparent process. There are 4 vendors out there. Let's get formal proposals from all of them, not just ES&S. If anyone's interested, there's a link to a video on the handout we gave you. And I'll leave a couple of the emails for you. I'll put them into the record. Thank you.
Thank you.